Hi, everyone. We'll start with chapter 4 today. I'm in the library seminar room, so I hope we won't get interrupted. And the background isn't very attractive, but we'll still at least be able to hear these chapters. So, if you recall, we've got this girl, Caitlin. Her brother has died. She has Asperger's, and it's interesting to see how she's seeing the world having Asperger's and the kinds of things she has difficulty understanding because of Asperger's. So we should have a good idea now of a little bit more about her syndrome. And let's see what happens, how she goes on with her life without her brother. I heard you had a TRM at school today, Dad says. I stare at the covered chest in the corner. TRM. I say, that reminds me. I know he doesn't mean that kind of TRM. He means the tantrum, rage, meltdown kind. But I don't want to talk about it. He sighs. Caitlin, honey. My finger hurt, I say. That's why. I think it was more than your finger. If you recall, she had a little meltdown when she was underneath the desk after the teacher was questioning her, and she rubbed her finger and got a splinter on the wood and was very obsessive about, I have to get the blood off. So that's the little meltdown he's talking about. Also, I bumped my head on the table during the TR when my finger hurt. So it was my finger and my head, both. That's two things. I continue counting in my head. 3, 4, 5, 6. I hear Dad's voice, but I focus on counting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And thinking about stuffed animals. And I want Red Dog. So I get up and walk down the hall to my room, which is 13.5 steps. More if you take little tiptoe steps, so you don't step on any of the seams in the wood. I look across at Devon's room and wish I could go in, but I know I can't. I hear Dad saying my name, but he's in another world right now. 21, 22, 23, 24. I push my door open and wade through the clothes and books and papers and pencils and yarn and stickers on my floor and go to my bed where there are 153 stuffed animals, including keychains and McDonald's Happy Meal toys. But the one I want is Red Dog, and he is sleeping under the bed with my purple fleece blanket because Dad is too loud. 37, 38, 39. And I get under the blanket with Red Dog, and we all go to sleep while I am still counting. When I wake up, I'm hungry. I look at my Elmo clock. Elmo says it's almost 6:30. I step out into the hall and look at the door across from mine. It's Devon's. Dad keeps it closed since the day our life fell apart. I can't open it because Dad always says when the bathroom door is closed, you don't open it. And when a desk drawer is closed, you don't open it. And when an envelope is closed, you don't open it unless it has your name on it. So I don't open Devon's door. I wish I could go in, though. I wish I could go in and say, Devon, I'm hungry. And he'd grin so his dimples show, and he'd say, you and me both. And we'd go find Dad and order pizza because it's Thursday, and we'd eat warm, drippy, extra cheese pizza in front of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. That reminds me how hungry I am, so I go find Dad. He's sitting on the sofa staring at my charcoal pencil stain in the carpet. It's 6:30, I say. Dad doesn't say anything. It's 6:30, time to eat, I tell him in case he has forgotten what 6:30 means. He still doesn't say anything. It's 6:30. He stares at the stain, but at least he says something. I'm not hungry. It doesn't matter, I tell him. It's 6:30. He sighs. Okay, I'm glad you're feeling better now. I'll get dinner ready. Just call the pizza guy. Dad shakes his head. It's Thursday. Let's eat what we have here. But it's pizza night. No, Caitlin. I cross my arms. I don't want that yucky spaghetti casserole again. Okay. He gets up slowly like he is a very old toy running out of batteries. I'll see what we have. We have Pop-Tarts. That's not exactly a healthy dinner. We have a bag of salad you can eat. His lips turned down at the ends. I don't like salad, and we don't have any dressing. Yes, we do, applesauce. So we eat Pop-Tarts and salad with applesauce. Only I pick the salad stuff out of my applesauce and make a pile of green leaves on my napkin. And I keep my applesauce and Pop-Tart totally separate because I don't like food mixing together or colors running into each other. It's too hard to see what you have to deal with if things start blurring together and getting mushy and turning into each other. We sit at a kitchen table where I can't see the TV, which isn't on anyway. It's too quiet without Devon. Right now I wouldn't even mind watching Fox 5 News with the lady who talks so fast and so loud you can't hear what she's saying. All you can do is watch her really big hair moving around and wonder how many spiders make their nests in that thing. Dad sniffs, and I don't want to hear him crying again, so I have to be like the Fox 5 News lady and fill up the silence. I wish we could have pizza with Devon, I say. It's even Thursday, pizza day. Dad stops eating. Me too. He puts his hands together and his fingers grip the backs of his hands hard. He looks at the picture on the wall between the kitchen and the living room and stares at it for a while. It's Devon in his scout uniform as a moving up ceremony. Is that his life picture? Dad tilts his head at me. This means he doesn't get it. Life in Boy Scouts, remember, Devon? Oh, he looks back at the photo of Devon. Yes, that's when he made his life rank in Scouts. An eagle comes after life. Dad nods and sighs. He wanted very much to make eagle. From my seat at the kitchen table, I can see the corner of the living room where the chest sits. That's his eagle project. Yes, says Dad. It was. He can't make eagle if the chest isn't finished. Dad swallows hard even though he's not eating anything. He gets up from the table and leaves the other half of his Pop-Tart and his salad stuff too. I don't feel hungry anymore, so I put my plate in the dishwasher. I have to scrape Dad's plate before I put it in the dishwasher. Then I sit down and draw, like I do all the time. Devon says if I went a whole day without drawing, I would probably die. But that will never happen, because I can't go a whole entire day without drawing. Dad sits back down on the sofa and stares at the pencil stain on the carpet. Maybe we can try to finish chapter 5 as well. It's called Personal Space. I hate recess, even though Devon says it's supposed to be my favorite subject, and there is no recess once you get to middle school, so enjoy it now. But I can't enjoy it because I'm surrounded by sharp screaming, and it's too bright, and people's elbows are all pointy and dangerous, and it's hard to breathe, and my stomach always feels really, really sick. I stand and put my arms around me like a force field and squeeze my eyes almost closed to try to shut everything out. It doesn't work. I still feel like a fake item box that Mario is going to run over any minute now. I start sucking my shirt cuff that's sticking out of my jacket sleeve. I see Josh pushing people off of the monkey bars again. He used to be in my class before he got put in the other 5th grade room because Mrs. Brooks says it's better that way. I think so too. Josh used to be just loud, but now he's loud and evil. Dad says it's because Josh's cousin was one of the school shooters at Devon's school. The one the police caught right away and killed, but not before he shot Devon. Now my heart is pounding loud and I want to moan, but Devon says you can't moan or scream or shake your hands up and down or rock or get under a table or spin around over and over in public. Actually, you can't do most things over and over in public because that's not normal, unless it's something like clapping or laughing. But you have to do it only at the right times and places, and Devon always tells me. Now I don't know anymore. My eyes feel hot and itchy and everything is blurry, so I remember an okay thing I can do, which is to blur colors and shapes so they change into fuzzy and warm instead of sharp and cold. I call it stuffed animaling. If you take the monkey bars and the people and blur them together, they get soft and fluffy and kind of just like a stuffed animal. And you can forget about where you are and pretend you're somewhere else, like under your bed with your stuffed animals. I'm just going to stop here, and so we're on page 28, and I'll continue the next video on page 28. So here in this chapter, we finally learned how her brother Devon died, and we're also seeing a lot more of the Asperger behavior. So I hope you're getting a better understanding of what it's like to have Asperger's, and I hope that you're perhaps even sympathizing with people who have Asperger's and what they can and can't understand.